Bells will be ringing the glad, glad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone, I have no friend to wish me greeting once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carol by candlelight. Please come on for Christmas. Please come on for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations, sure as the stars shine above. This is Christmas, yes, Christmas, my dear, the time of year to be with the one you love. Then won't you tell me you'll never more wrong? Christmas and New Year's will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, 'cause I'll be happy, happy once again.
Yes, Lord. Come on, somebody else.
Ooh, no more sorrow, no grief and pain, 'cause I'll be happy Christmas once again.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't. Hey, Jay! Come back here! Jay! Old ass bitch, man. Jay! I need my money! Jay! Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit to Jay? You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you.
Shoot program. What's up with it, family? What's the damn deal, man? This is Junior the Truth. And this is indeed the Punch Junkie Morning Show, man. Shout out to the LDBC, Lions Den Boxing community, man. Be sure to go visit the website, www.ldbcsports.com. Join the website, become an official documented member of the Lions Den Boxing community, man. Yes, indeedy. I am indeed Junior the Truth, man. You can follow me everywhere via social media. I could be found with the handle Junior the Truth, JUNIORTHETRUTH, and that's over all the social media platforms. But if you're really looking for me, man, we got our own social media platform, and you can come over to the Punch Junkie Network, www.punchjunkie.network. And you can catch me over there, man. Look for me. You feel me? Salute to the family, though, man. Thank y'all so much for taking the time to fall in, man. We're going to jump right into it, man. We're going to jump right into it. Salute to everybody coming in. Make it red say, Junior the Truth got the no juice box blues. You feel me? Bells will be ringing. You feel me? Salute to all the motherfuckers that don't celebrate Christmas and try to make everybody else feel miserable. You feel me? I would tell y'all my mindset, man, but it'll blow your mind. You feel me? If I told you my real true mindset, it'll blow your mind. You feel me? It'll really truly blow your mind. And I'm gonna share it with you because I'm stupid. Hey man, I don't give a rat's ass about none of this. Oh man, it's the colonizers' holiday. Yeah, yeah. I don't give a fuck about none of that, bro. I'm a motherfucker that I am hell bent on colonizing the colonizers. Shit, does that make sense? I'm taking this shit. I'm taking this shit. What else do I got? I'm gonna continue my path of my self discovery and knowing who I am, knowing my people are, and really truly empowering my babies with the truth. And every opportunity they get, I'm taking a shit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm taking it. It's mine. Bells will be ringing. You feel me? Can you imagine Christmas without the soul music? Can you imagine Christmas without that Charles Brown song? Bells will be ringing. You feel me? A lot of y'all didn't even know that was Charles Brown. Yeah, I'm colonizing. I'm taking this shit. I'm taking everything, bro. You feel me? I'm taking it. All of it. You know what I mean? The religion, you know what I'm saying? I like to pull and nip and tug and pull and tug. You know what I'm saying? But eh, the religion shit, spiritual things, I'm with it. But that religion, black folks will kill you about their Jesus and they'll kill you about Obama. So I ain't, you know what I mean? Hey, but I'm colonizing the colonizer shit. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know how else to say it. That's why I can sit up here with a clear conscience and play Christmas music. Bells will be ringing. You feel me? Oh man, I take it all of it. Man, how do you Thanksgiving? You know what they did to our people? Yep, and I'm taking it. Imagine Thanksgiving without no soul food. You understand what I'm saying? I'm taking it. It's an opportunity for me to sit down and celebrate my family. Are you serious? The other 363 days of the year, I'm working, grinding, trying to make magic happen. And you think I ain't gonna take these 2 days and celebrate with my family, and celebrate them and exalt my family? That's all we've done. We've exalted the family. We ain't celebrating the original feast and the harvest and what happened when the colonizers came over and did what they did to our people. We ain't celebrating that, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Your family, your bloodline, your relatives, that shit is exalted over all of that. Duh. You need to keep up, bro. That's why I don't, all you motherfuckers, I'm celebrating that shit. Fuck that. You know what that mean? Man, fuck that. You need to embark on this knowledge yourself. Salute to all the motherfuckers that got all the knowledge yourself, but don't know who their grandmama is. Salute to your knowledge yourself ass. And you don't know who your grandmama is. You understand what I'm talking about? Who your grandma. But you got knowledge as I can dig it. Salute to y'all. I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm gonna encourage y'all, bro. Enjoy this season. There is something really truly because we've made it that way. There is something that's magical about this season. There is something that is I know it's we black in America. I get it. You understand what I'm saying? But it's something about this season. You enjoy yourself this season. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your children. You understand what I'm saying? Those of us that up north, today was the first day the snow done really stuck and it's cold. You feel me? Go let your kids go make snow angels and shit. Go enjoy yourself. Go enjoy yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, this is all we got. And then continue working on your knowledge yourself. You feel me? But anyway, hey man, so salute to the family yesterday. They reached out to me. Family reached out to me. A lot of them had questions about yesterday's show and the conversation and the direction of the conversation. A lot of not a lot, but a few didn't agree, of course. Salute to them for reaching out, you know what I'm saying, and talking to me, and we embarking on these discussions with regard to the sport of boxing, which is a sport that we love. You know what I'm saying? It's a sport of boxing that we love. It's a sport of boxing. The sport of boxing is the sport that we pour our resources into, our hard-earned resources into, all of us. We pour our time, our energy, and effort. So it's obviously a sport that we love and that we look to gain entertainment. We look to gain entertainment from. You know what I'm saying? I stand on yesterday's show. You understand what I'm saying? I stand on yesterday's show. I stand on the subsequent videos that I put out. After. I stand on my square with regard to my feelings with as far as pay-per-view and the current landscape of boxing is concerned. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm talking specifically for myself. I stand on that. I absolutely 100% stand on it. I stamp it. It has my approval for myself, from my boxing brand, or my media, multimedia content brand. I stamp it. At the end of the day, once again, you're not going to vilify me or demonize me for not supporting pay-per-views that I don't deem worthy. It's not finna happen. You're not gonna uh, 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 you're not gonna be able to sell that to me that you still know you're stealing from people. You're stealing. Nah, that don't work for me. You understand what I'm saying? Now, am I encouraging people to go out and get illegal streams and none of that? No, I'm not. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything. But what I am telling you is that um you have options. You know what I'm saying? Have options. The majority of the time you can wait 2-3 minutes after the fight is over and watch the whole entire fight on YouTube. Like, you have options. You feel me? At the end of the day, I'm cool on it. You know what I mean? And I'm not, and this is, I've had people, it's people within the sport. When I say within the sport, we're all within the sport, but fighters, people, some of the suits, I talked to quite a few people yesterday with regard to that. And I stand on it. Like, I absolutely stand on it. And if the best entertainment was actually being provided for the fight fans, and the fight fans were actually getting the best fights, and the fighters and the suits and everybody, the networks and everybody was making this shit happen, we wouldn't even be having a conversation. Boxing is the only sport where we have to beg and plead and wait and beg and plead and spend and wait and beg and plead and spend and wait. That's the only sport that we have to do that. Every other sport, you get uh um champion, you get real live championships, you get tournaments, you get playoffs. You feel me? You get to determine who the best is, or at least who is deemed the best. The best teams, quote unquote, um don't always win the championships, because anybody can lose at any given time. So I get that. You understand what I'm saying? But that's the beauty of it all. We get to see the shit play out. Boxing is a what's up, Lauren Bevel? I see you. Boxing is a where you been? Is you a cot, J Reed? Boxing is a hurry up and wait, and you're gonna get what we give you. You understand what I'm saying? You gonna get what we give you, but I'm supposed to give you my money? Man, fuck you. You must be out of your rabbit ass mind, bro. If I'm calling for Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr., you understand what I'm saying? Why the fuck would I pay for Errol Spence Jr. versus Danny Garcia on pay-per-view? You understand? If I'm calling for Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr., then why in the fuck would I pay for Bud Crawford versus Amir Khan on pay-per-view? Are you out of your mind, bro? No, sir. No, sir. I'm not gonna be able to do it. You feel me? Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And I'm not, and it's not, for me, it's not that much tribalism in the world. It's not that much love for a fighter in the world, unless that said fighter has love for me. Don't let that go over your head. You feel me? Unless said fighter has love for me. You feel me? But we're gonna roll it back real quick. So we got Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Money Mayweather in May of 2015, right? So we argued that fight was it was about a 5-year waiting period for that fight. Okay. 5, some people argue 6, so we'll do 6 for the sake of argument. So we'll say it was 6-year waiting period for that fight. Okay. So since the time that Floyd fought Money Mayweather, and the time we had been calling for it, right? Floyd affectionately fought Sugar Shane Mosley, Victor Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, Robert the Ghost Guerrero, Saul Canelo Alvarez, Marcos Maidana twice before he fought Manny Pacquiao. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you the fights that we got that we paid for that I probably will be cool on. That Victor Ortiz, I was cool on. The Miguel Cotto was a good one. The Robert the Ghost Guerrero, I was cool on. The Canelo Alvarez was a good one. The the Marcos Maidana first one, I was not cool with. I wasn't on that because Marcos Maidana was Adrian the Problem Broner's work. I wanted a Maidana versus Broner rematch. The second one was warranted because of the performance Maidana put in the first one. So it was, Then we got the Manny Pacquiao fight. That's what happened over the course of 6 years. Was was Floyd doing work? By all means, he was doing work. By all means, he was doing work. You feel me? Like I said, the Maidana second one, work. The Canelo Alvarez work. The Miguel Cotto was work. The Sugar Shane Mosley was work. He came back and returned on Juan Manuel Marquez. I think for Floyd's skill level, the Marquez was that was kind of easy work. I ain't gonna lie to you, but that was a return fight. He was returning after damn near 2 years out from the sport. But that was the waiting game. That's what we got when we was waiting. You feel me? It was still, to a degree, it was still there were still big ass fights in there. You understand what I'm saying? There was still big ass fights in there, in there. None of this stuff that's going on right now in the sport can even compare to that run, bro. Nothing. So you telling us to wait and it takes time to make fights and so on and so forth. But what are you giving us? And then we also know about the going back and forth with the weight classes and the weight and the excuse me, not the weight class, the drug testing between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. We know about all the going back and forth and so on and so forth. But none of these guys have runs that can compare to that, bro. None of them. And because Floyd Mayweather is the go-to and everybody wants to always go to Floyd Mayweather. Well, Floyd and Manny took, this long and it was the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. And everybody ultimately will tell you two things. First of all, they'll tell you it was a dud. Secondly, they'll tell you that the motherfucker took too long. Those are the two things that they'll tell you. It was a dud, and they were both outside of their prime. The fight took too long. Those are two things that any boxing fan will if you really have the conversation with them. And I'm talking about boxing fans. I'm not talking about any of the tribalists, and I'm talking about the boxing fans. They will tell you that. Salute to my brother Shawnee, aka my soul to keep. Shawnee on the tracks is in the building. Yeah. So that's what you're gonna get when you look at these other guys and you look at the runs. Bro, it's not the same, bro. It's not the same. It's not the same. All right, so I'll give you an example. So we've been waiting for Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. since probably about 2017, 2018. Really, when he came to the division, I'll give you 2018. It's now the end of 2021, so we talking 3 years, right? We've been on a 3-year wait. Okay, since the time that we've been waiting on this Bud Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. What if we got the Jeff Horn fight, which was a title fight? You know what I'm saying? It was a fight for Bud Crawford to be a titleist, so I won't count that. That was okay. That's good money. We got Jose Benavidez Jr., Amir Khan, Igis Kalvinoskis, Kell Brook, and then Showtime Sean Porter. So those are the two. It's bookend by good fights. The Sean Porter fight, yes. The Jeff Horn fight, yes, because it was a title fight. Those 4 fights in between, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And that's just a fact. I don't like, for me, bro, I'm telling you, I'm over we just beating who they put in front of us shit. That's a cop out. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at that as a cop out. If you, just like you saying, you come out, you provide entertainment, this is it's boxing, it's dangerous, you sacrifice your life and so on and so forth, then you need to be sure that you coming out, in my opinion, and you fighting the biggest fights and the best competitions. What the fuck you want to come out here and fight a dud for? If you preparing and you coming out to perform, then you want to maximize your opportunity. Period. Get out of here. J.A. Dixon said this fight ain't that big because it's really only big to us boxing fans. These guys are not household names. Which guys you talking about, Jay Dixon? I'm lost. Yeah, Demar the point-based preachers. Get the fuck out of here, man. I'm not hearing that shit, bro. And this is just the reality of it. And so when you're not delivering the best fights, bro, like, bro, you gotta, like, what you want me to do? And everybody has to stop this. They gotta stop this attachment to Floyd Mayweather, bro, because ain't nobody doing what Floyd did, bro. They not doing what he did as Pretty Boy, and they not even doing what the fuck he did as Money Mayweather, bro. Like, let's just have a real conversation, bro. Let's have a real conversation. Let's have a motherfucking real conversation. You feel me? They not doing what he did as Pretty Boy. You feel me? Like, we can change over the Oscar De La Hoya. 2007 was the birth of the Pretty Boy era. He fought Oscar De La Hoya, won by split decision. He had the undefeated Ricky Hatton that was supposed to be a knockout threat coming over from the UK. It was a lot of fight behind that. Come on, man. Then we had the Juan Manuel Marquez fight. I felt like he took 2 years off after the Ricky Hatton destruction. You feel me? Took some time off, came back with the Juan Manuel Marquez, which for Floyd Money Mayweather was a light touch. Marquez was a dog, but for Money Mayweather, it was a light touch. Then he went on the tear with Shane Mosley, Victor Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, which was a tremendous fight, Robert the Ghost Guerrero, Canelo Alvarez, Marcos Maidana twice, fucking Manny Pacquiao, and then you had Andre Berto, and then of course the Conor McGregor fight was his last official boxing fight that went on his record. You feel me? But nobody, like, bro, who is, like, as far as this shit is concerned, like I said, people not even doing what Pretty Boy did. Who is, okay, so y'all saying, what is you talking about? Okay, well, watch this. In 2013, Floyd Money Mayweather fought the up-and-comer Saul Canelo Alvarez, who was 42-0 with 1 draw. You understand? One of young, up-and-coming, hungry lion champion. He was a motherfucking monster. And everybody said, you crazy, Floyd. You down there 40. What you get in there with that young boy for? He gonna rip your ass up. Floyd went in there and fought that young boy. Floyd went in there and fought that young boy. Which one of you welterweights gonna fight Boots Enos? I'm gonna sip my coffee. We always run it, and we always use Floyd as an example. Who gonna fight Boots Enos? Yeah. Who gonna fight Boots Enos? Who gonna go fight Boots Enos? The young up-and-comer lion champion. You understand what who fin to fight Boots Enos? Now. Who gonna fight him now? Yeah. We always running the Floyd. We running the Floyd. You understand what I'm saying? Tank Davis had a fight where we wasn't really, he got in there with Cruz, right? Cruz took him to the brink, and everybody's like, oh man, that fight. A lot of people saying, hey man, that fight could have been a draw. Some people said Cruz won. It was a rough and tumble fight. After the fight, they asked Tank Davis, hey man, what's going on? That fight was dope as hell. What are you thinking? What about a rematch? Does this fight warrant a rematch? You know what Tank Davis said? What did Tank Davis say? Y'all tell me. When they asked Tank Davis about the rematch, what the fuck did Tank Davis say? What did he say? I'm gonna sip my motherfucking coffee. What did he say? Y'all taking too long. He said, hell no. Hell no, I ain't fighting it. Get in there with that motherfucker again. Salute the King to win. I see you. He said, get in there with that motherfucker. Look, A-Count said, Boots, that's different though. You feel me? Boots, that's different though. Yeah, who gonna fight? Floyd fought Canelo. Who gonna go fight Boots Enos? Y'all younger than Floyd was when he fought Canelo. Tank said, hell nah. Omega Red said, Tank said he going to Disney World. So I'm going to Disney World, motherfucker. I'm not getting back in there with that motherfucker. Okay. When Floyd Mayweather had that fight versus Maidana, who was actually Adrian Apollo Broner's work, went in there, it was a rough and tumble, hard fought fight. A lot of people felt like Maidana won, so on and so forth. Floyd Money Mayweather ran that shit back. He ran it right back. That's if we doing the Mayweather blueprint, right? We doing the Money May blueprint. You had a rough and tumble fight versus a guy we wasn't expecting you to have a rough and tumble fight with. A lot of people saying he won, so on and so forth. They say you're gonna run it back. That's Tank Davis's opportunity to do the Pretty Boy, to do the Mayweather shit, right? That's the we always talking about Mayweather. We following the Mayweather blueprint. That's the opportunity to do some Mayweather shit, right? To run that shit right back and then go out and show your utter and complete dominance as a boxer and as a fighter. You get that opportunity. Tank said, hell no. Fuck no, I ain't getting back in there. You fucking right. So let's stop all the Mayweather parallels. Let's stop them. Let's stop them. You got to be careful, bro. If you're not gonna do what they, man, bro, you not finna do what he did. So stop. You can't get what he got and you didn't do what he did, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And this just go to show y'all, bro, like I be telling y'all, bro, it ain't no Floyd do a whole lot of sucker shit. I respect what the fuck that motherfucker did as a fighter. He's one of my favorite fighters of all time. You understand? He just be on sucker shit. It's all right. You can't have it all. You can't be one of the greatest boxers ever in the world. And you know, you just might have some sucker in you. This is what happens. Salute boxing and barbecue. Yeah. Get out of here, man. I be having do you know how many my camera is, hold on, let's see if we can get this. There we go. Get that bitch to focus. Do you know how many people, I'm gonna talk about from my real life now, right? You know how many people who be looking at me and they be like, hey, bro, yeah, man, I think I'm about to start a podcast, man. I think I'm gonna start a podcast. You know, what you do, bro? What you do? How you do it? How you do your podcast, bro? Like, nigga, bro, you don't like, bruh, you don't get, you think I'm finna just tell you what I did? Even if I told you, you wouldn't do it. But you think I'm just gonna give you my blueprint that I'm still building on the how I got where I got? Like, that makes me nervous when somebody try to do what I do without doing what I did. Like, I'm finna just give you the cheat code to what I did. I'm gonna give you the cheat code to what I built. Are you out of your mind? You feel me? I had the same shit. I had a motherfucker the same shit with my company. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do training and development. So motherfucker come along all of a sudden, so, man, I think I want to start doing training and development. How you do yours? Like, bro, like I literally like went to like I really literally like I had to go to school and I had to learn like educational theories. I had to learn how to put together courses. I had to learn how to structure shit. I had to learn how to not plagiarize my shit. I had to learn how to fucking cite my sources appropriately. Like, I literally had to learn how to I had to learn a lot of this shit. I had to learn how to structure contracts. I had to learn how to solicit business. I had to learn how to do all this shit. And I'm just finna just bypass my whole process that I put together, and I'm just gonna give you the keys. Man, I have to be mindful. You got to be mindful of motherfucker that's trying to do what you done did and ain't did, and try to do what you do without doing what you did. Period. Are you crazy? You must be out of your fucking mind. And on top of that, you don't even support my shit. Motherfucker will come and ask me how the podcast run. Don't even listen to my show. You feel me? You motherfuckers is batshit crazy. Man, I need to stop doing all this motherfucking cussing, man, in the holidays. Anyway. So yeah, bro, like all of this attachment to Floyd Mayweather and everybody trying to follow Floyd Mayweather's blueprint and do what Floyd did. Y'all not doing what Floyd did. Y'all not even coming close, bro. Y'all not even coming close, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you not, come on, bro. Who is Floyd Mayweather at least had identified his arch nemesis, you know what I mean, which was Manny Pacquiao. It took forever to get the fight, but in the meantime, he at least fought Marcos Maidana twice. He fought the young up-and-comer I didn't say Boots Enos. I mean Saul Canelo Alvarez. I mean Boots Enos. I mean Saul Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? He fought him. You understand what I'm saying? Got him out the way. You dig? He went on. I'm talking about the young, hungry, lion. You went on and fought him. Got him. You know what I'm saying? Got him out the way. You got the Miguel. Excuse me, goddamn. Excuse me. You got the Miguel Cotto fight that took place. We got, that was a rough and tumble fight. We got that one out the way. You feel me? He fought the Sugar Shane Mosley, the legend who was still holding on. You understand what I'm saying? Who still had one left. I got one left, bitch. You know what I mean? One of them. I got one left. Where's your body of work? Where's your body of work? Salute to my brother 503 Lion, man, sending the super sticker. Where's your body of work? So we can stop it, bro. Like it ain't the same, bro. Like you are not the same, bro. Floyd Mayweather is Floyd Mayweather. You are who you are. You feel me? My brother 503 said work. Yes, sir. You are who you are. The guy said, so you saying Bud should take on Boots? Well, Bud ain't the only champion at welterweight. I'm gonna say that Bud ain't the only champion at welterweight. Yeah, it's two other ones. You understand? No, we got Errol Spence Jr.'s unified. You feel me? We got Ugas over there. He still got a title, doing what he got to do with the WBA. So it's a couple of champions. It's a couple other champions over there. I'm just saying, everybody references Floyd Mayweather and the Floyd Mayweather body of work. You feel me? Even the fans. And I'm telling you that these guys are not doing what Floyd Mayweather did, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? And then we're not even gonna go to the pretty boy phase, because we already got that understood. We ain't even got to talk the pretty boy phase. So I mean, Queen 71 said, what we talking about this morning? We talking about life, Queen. Come in here, sit down. You feel me? We talking about life. So you had to bear with me, like I said. That's my rationale for standing on my square with regard to what I say about the pay-per-view situation. You know what I'm saying? You all are the powers that be in the sport of boxing are in this space of trying to gouge the boxing fans, and you are not delivering the best fights, bro. You are not delivering the best fights, and I'm sorry. I stand on it. Cruz versus Tank Davis was not a pay-per-view fight. You feel me? I stand on that. Just like I stand on Andy Ruiz versus Joe Camel. What's my boy's name? I can't even call his name. I had a slip of my Chris Arreola versus Andy Ruiz Jr. was not a pay-per-view fight, bro. I'm sorry. It's not. It's not pay-per-view worthy. None of these fights that you all are pushing out as pay-per-views are pay-per-view worthy. It's not. It's not. My brother 503 Lion got on here and broke the mic yesterday and broke the call line. And he said the only pay-per-view worthy fight from 2021 was goddamn Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury trilogy. That's it. Period. No, Queen 71, I'm gonna catch you up. I said a few people reached out to me yesterday with regards to yesterday's show, and they respectfully didn't agree with regard to the pay-per-view model, the pay-per-view stance. They feel like we should be supporting pay-per-view fights. We should be supporting fighters, and when you don't support the pay-per-view fights, you're not supporting the fighters, and you're not ultimately supporting boxing. And I'm standing on the fact that boxing, you don't get my money, bro. My money is earned, it's not given. It's not a badge of honor or a badge of respect for me to give you my motherfucking money for pay-per-view fights. AMG2 says even Charles Martin is on pay-per-view. Charles Martin versus Luis King Kong Ortiz. Ain't that fight on pay-per-view? That's on pay-per-view. Get the fuck out of here. In my Canelo Alvarez voice. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, it's not. It's so until for me, I know for me, like I said, it's about to be like my wallet is about to get real tight. Like my grasp on my wallet is about to get real how can I say it? Real, my grip is gonna get real tight on my wallet. My brother Supreme Beast Boxing Talk said that fight is free. It's in my cable sports package. You feel me? Look. Queen 71 said, now I ain't paying for that. Omega Red said, Junior just trying to get a refund on those bullshit fights he be buying. Nah, bro. I had no problem buying the fights I be buying. I bought Sean Porter versus Bud Crawford. I had no problem buying that fight, bro. Absolutely no problem buying that fight. At none whatsoever. Brian Peters said, that's horrible. Ortiz versus Martin won't get 75,000 buys, right? But then you're gonna demonize the boxing fan. Like, get out of here, bro. Hey man, everything just ain't pay-per-view. Like, that's just what it is. Everything ain't pay-per-view. The powers that be, the suits, the fighters, they gotta go back to the you said I was talking to the lady. They gotta go back to the drawing board. You got to figure something else out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all jumped out here, paying those big purses and everything that was going on with regard to, the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Y'all jumped out there paying those big purses and making it do what it do. And now you got to scale back and you got to you got to scale back and you got to figure out what's, what's the next move. Yeah. You got to figure out what the next move is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so okay. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm over this whole stuff, bro. Like that's just it. I'm just over this. Crush the Legend OG Crush said that shit won't get any more than 35,000 views. You got to figure out another way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got to talk to these boxers and they gotta get a reality and realize what time it is with regard to the purses, or I don't know what y'all got to do. But some got to shake because shit, if the money ain't there, the money ain't there. Go back to the drawing board. You feel me? Maybe, just maybe, the promoters need to do their jobs. Maybe, just maybe, the fighters need to do their jobs. Maybe they need to be speaking to these media outlets and these independent media outlets and these YouTubers. Maybe they need to be speaking to the YouTubers. Because last time I checked, Jake Paul ain't had no problem selling. Last time that I checked, in my Nipsey Hustle voice, last time that I checked, Jake Paul ain't had no problem selling. Maybe they need to tap into the YouTube. Maybe they need to connect with the people. Maybe they need to go on Trill Boxing Talk. You feel me? Maybe they need to go on Blue Blood Sports TV. Maybe they need to pull up and be bullshitting on the Beltway with Supreme Beast Boxing Talk in the family. You understand what? Maybe they need to go sit down with 503 Lion. If you in Houston, Texas, why you ain't talking to 503 Lion and Stay Ready Boxing TV? I don't get it. You understand? Maybe you need to. A-Count says, Junior, you ain't paying for Tank versus Kambosos. That's a fight I'll pay for if they actually make the fight. You gotta watch my video from yesterday. I'm not sure if I listed that. I'm not sure. I might not have listed that one. Yeah, because Kambosos is atop the division. He beat Teofimo Lopez. I'll pay for that. Mm-hmm. Omega Red said Jake Paul is the great white hype. Jake Paul is whatever he is. Jake Paul is a motherfucker that's selling pay-per-views. He's a motherfucker that's selling pay-per-views, and everybody else running around here trying to demonize the fans for not buying these shit fights. My man main event Mark, man, over on the Mobile Absolute, he says that makes no sense. If I'm a cheeseburger connoisseur, I'm not going to pay the price for a gourmet cheeseburger and receive a lukewarm McDouble. Fuck that. You feel me? Period. Just because I'm passionate about the sport, I'm not going to let the promoters, fighters, and sanctioning bodies steal my money. It's over with, bro. I got a tight grip on my money. I can't do it. And so like I said, there's no disrespect to anybody that reached out to me. I appreciate people reaching out to me, you know what I mean, or whatever, and with your concerns. But I'm gonna stand on what I stand on, bro. Period. As a fan, like I'm really truly a fan of the sport of boxing. I'm not a my affinity for fighters, or me being in love with fighters, or wanting to support fighters and support their careers and all that kind of shit, bro. That does not supersede me as a boxing fan, bro. You understand what I'm saying? It doesn't, especially if you're not using your platform to change the social economic status of our people. Now, if you use your platform for that, then you could go fight whoever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a shit. Or if you've proven that you're willing to take on the best fights and earn my respect as a fan, then you can support. I'm gonna support you. When people is ducking you and they don't want to fight you and they running and all that old bullshit, then I'm gonna support you. But all that other shit, no. And that is, essentially what's wrong, and why that is essentially why motherfuckers think they could just give us whatever and we just supposed to take it. You feel me? Nah, bro. And that's just what it is. Now, the biggest fights to be made, which is what I wanted to talk about today, based on, the video that I created yesterday, I wanted to follow up with it because there are big fights to be made. You understand what I'm saying? There are big fights to be made. You know what I mean? In the sport, we started the heavyweight division. They're talking about, the Dillian White versus Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? And Dillian White, they're gonna enforce him as the mandatory for Tyson Fury. That ain't one of them. You feel me? That's not one of the fights I want to see. That's not one of them. No disrespect to nobody, bro, but I feel like that's a fight, man. That's gonna be a dud. You understand what I'm saying? Am I still here if Wilder continues to box and Anthony Joshua gets his courage up? I'm still here for the Joshua versus Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. Fuck a belt. I'm still here for that fight. I'm still here for Wilder versus Andy Ruiz. I'm still here for Wilder versus any of the heavyweights. You feel me? Any of those. I'm still here for those. I'm here for because it's for the unification, or excuse me, for undisputed at heavyweight. I'm here for Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. I'm also here for Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. From there, man, you got to drop down damn near. I don't even bridge your weight. What the fuck is that? Get the fuck out of here with the bridger weight shit. Um, Light heavy, they still got them, they still got they still got them, all of them Eastern Europeans and everybody uh uh um over there still holding, you know what I mean? But I can let me see. When we look at light heavyweights, man, I don't I can't even lie to you, bro. I can't even lie to you, man. That's a division I'm kind of at this point, because they're not fighting, but I'm still here for the Better Be versus Bivol. Um, hey man, I'd like to see Marcus. I'd like to see Marcus Brown versus Anthony Yarde. I'd like to see Marcus Brown versus Anthony Yarde. Um, you know, you got Buatsi, Vlasov, all of them to me, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. Better Beeve, Bivol, Vlasov, Buatsi, them all the same motherfucker to me. So any of them, they can just fight. I don't really think any of that is pay-per-view. I think all of that is shit that can be rocked out on the ESPN platform. You feel me? 168, I'm still here for the Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. You understand what I'm saying? I'm here for the David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? With regard to the big fights at 168, in my opinion. I'm not sure if I'm interested in a Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez rematch. I think you can keep that. You understand what I'm saying? I think you can keep that. Period. Shade Girl, what's up, little sis? I see you. Let me see. What else we got? We go down the middleweight. Of course, we go down the middleweight, bro. I got the Charlo versus Andrade, Charlo versus Golovkin, Golovkin versus Andrade, Canelo versus any of those dudes. Murata, you feel me? I'm not really here for the Triple G versus Murata fight, just because I know what Triple G gonna do. But if Murata actually beats Triple G, then I'm here for the Andrade versus Murata and Charlo versus Murata. Them is the fights that I want to see at middleweight, man. I'm not really here for any of that other stuff. I know Erislandy Lara is still running around in the mix, but I'm I'm here for at 154. I'm here for Castano versus Charlo. I'm here for the Castano versus Charlo. You know what I mean? The undisputed matchup. Then I'm here for you know what? I want to get Fundora up out of here, bro. I want to see Eric Lubin versus Sebastian Fundora. I want to get Fundora up out of here, bro. I want to see Jared Hurd versus Fundora. I want to see somebody get Fundora up out of here. I ain't gonna lie to you. And that's pretty much it, though, man. I ain't, but Jared Hurd just lost on there, man. Scratch that. Scratch that. I don't know, man. It's hey, man. I'm looking for the undisputed at 154. Then I want Erickson Lubin to get up in that mix. You know what I mean? 147, man. That goes without saying, bro. Like, to me, I'm all for Dennis Ugas. Anybody fighting either Bud or Arrow fighting Ugas because he got that title. But then other than that, y'all know what the fight to be made at 147. You feel me? And I'm also here for the Virgil Ortiz versus Jerron Enos fight. I want them dudes to fight. I want them dudes to fight now and get them up out of here. Somebody got to go. You understand what I'm saying? At 140, maybe the Josh Taylor versus Regis Prograis rematch. If Tank Davis gonna stay at 35, I'm gonna take him out that conversation. That's the problem with Tank Davis. He in like 3 divisions. You feel me? But I'm here for Josh Taylor is undisputed. So, whichever way, the wind blows with regard to him and his mandatories, which I have a thought about the mandatories anyway, but I'm definitely here for a Regis Prograis rematch. And if Tank Davis is going to be at 140, I want to see Tank Davis versus Regis Prograis. I also want to see Tank Davis versus Josh Taylor. I'm gonna stop at 130, or maybe 126. Kambosos Jr. versus Tank Davis. I'm here for that. Kambosos versus Dev Haney is the fight I really want to see because that's the undisputed. So let me use that one first. Kambosos versus Devin Haney for undisputed. Then maybe Tank Davis or Vasily Lomachenko, but I'm still interested in I would like to see Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. I'm still interested in that. I think T.O. damaged goods, but I want to see Tank Davis versus Teofimo Lopez. Ryan Garcia, let's take him off the board. You feel me? Let's take him off the board. That Richard Comey, I want him out of here. They keep trying to slide him in there. He fight this weekend. Vasily Lomachenko is going to execute him, and we can get him out of here. As far as 130, man, I'm not going to lie. Shakur Stevenson versus Chris Colbert. If they make that fight in 2022, it's on the flow. It's on the flow. I know we got Burchelt still over there, Miguel Burchelt, and all that kind of stuff, man. Oscar Valdez is somewhere high, and they ain't even got him on the ranking. So I don't understand that, but I like Shakur Stevenson versus Oscar Valdez, Chris Colbert versus Valdez, but the main fight to make is Shakur Stevenson versus Chris Colbert at that division. Or I'd like to see any one of them dudes beat up or fight Leo Santa Cruz. I won't say beat up Leo Santa Cruz. I just say that because Leo Santa Cruz been running from Gary Russell Jr. At 126, I want to see Gary Russell Jr. Versus, and they so disrespectful. They ain't even got Gary Russell Jr. in the rankings. I want to see Emmanuel Navarrete versus Gary Russell Jr. That's like the only fight I care about at 126. I want to see Gary Russell Jr. versus Emmanuel Navarrete, or I want to see Gary Russell Jr. versus Leo Santa Cruz just because of the history. That's it, though. That's it. 503 Lion says, does Jared Anderson take over after Wilder? Oh yeah, of course, bro. Them boys don't want to see Jared Big Baby Anderson, bro. They don't want to see Jared Big Baby Anderson. Judah Ben Israel said nobody wants smoke with Gary Antoine Russell at 140. He beat Boots again in the scrap. You think he beats Boots if they fight at 147, bro? You think he beat Boots? I know they got that history, but I don't know, man. That history is in the Emmys, and that amateur shit. Hey, man. Queen 71 said floor seats for Stevenson versus Colbert. Crush the Legend said Oshaki Foster versus Chris Colbert. Yeah, I can dig it. That's a good fight to be made, bro. I'm not sure that's I think the biggest fight in the division. Once again for me, and I kind of waver because I start throwing everything. I should have just made one biggest fight in each division. Maybe I'll go back and do that in the video and just make one big fight, the biggest fight for each division. Maybe we'll do that. Get these we stop giving these motherfuckers outs. That's what we got to stop doing with the suits and everybody. Like, we just went through and we talked. I'm talking about the fights I want to see. Y'all in the chat talking about the fights y'all want to see. Queen 71, what's up, sweet tea? I see you in here, baby. Queen 71 telling you how she gonna spend her money. You understand what I'm talking about? She telling you how she gonna spend her money. She said flow seats. You feel me? She trying to spend her money for the Cobra versus Shakur Stevenson in Atlanta. You understand what I'm talking about? Ooh, in Atlanta. You feel me? Brunch at Goucher's again. You understand what I'm talking about? We're gonna have a reception this time at the embassy. You understand? Come down there. We had our own reception this time. We just threw our own reception. We're gonna have an official license reception. You feel me? Instead of Queen 71 coming in with her damn brown paper bag. You know what I'm saying? She came in that bitch with her Ned the Wino kit. Instead of Queen 71 walking around in downtown Atlanta with the motherfucking Ned the Wino kit, we're gonna have an official. We have our official happy hour and shit. Yeah. We have our official little shindig. Look at JC. He said, "Oh shit, hey Junior, I'm gonna come down there and I'm gonna stay the night that time. I ain't driving out. I bet y'all what? I bet this. I bet JC don't never drive back home after a fight again. I bet I bet it's I bet that I bet that Southern boy don't ever take his ass and drive down them damn dark back roads in Atlanta in the wee hours of the morning from Atlanta to Augusta again after a fight. I bet he get in a hotel and lay his head down somewhere. I bet that. The whole time we at the fight, he's sitting back. He in the fight, falling asleep. I ain't even want to. I tapped him a couple times and woke him up, but let that man sleep. That man got to get on. Hey, Junior, I stopped and I got me some coffee, and then I headed on in, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bet he don't do that again. Yeah, Chris Colbert versus Shakur Stevenson in Atlanta, Georgia. But let's come set. We're gonna come fuck the city up one time. This is what boxing is, bro. This is when you talking about the big fight. This is what that shit is. Y'all want big fights. Y'all want our money. Give us the fights that we want to see. None of this other foolishness, bro. Ain't none of this foolishness. Look, Shay girl, I'll be over there for that one. Starbucks, you know, she gonna come to the embassy and get her Starbucks. You feel me? And she gonna come. We gonna come fuck the city up if y'all had that shit. I know y'all be peeking in and listening. This is what the family's calling for. This is what we're calling for. We are calling for Shakur Stevenson. You understand what I'm saying? Versus Chris Colbert in Atlanta, Georgia. That's what we calling for. We will be in the building. Y'all thought the Shakur Stevenson versus Jamel Herring was up. Man, that motherfucker would be up. It'll be up. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. So anyway, I you know, when it's all said and done, man, these are the fights we want to see. This is how we want to spend our money. This is what we want to do. You understand? Like I told y'all before, and I ain't even fooling with Mel Charlo. I'm going to Houston for that fight, though. Him and Castano, undisputed 154, the most competitive division in the sport of boxing, and it's in Houston. If I don't do nothing but go watch that fight at 503 Lion Crib, I'm gonna be in Houston. You understand? Or if we, you know, I get my Airbnb, I already got my hotel booked. But we get an Airbnb and we go down there and just watch the fight at the Airbnb and smoke cigars and drink and let 503 smoke his astronaut weed. We gonna be that we gonna be down there. Look, Sweet T said I can't do it. I can't even do it. Yeah, I'm gonna be in Houston for that one. Even if I don't go to the fight, I'm gonna be there for that one. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that shit is. So, you know, when it's all said and done, man, like these is the best. You want the result from the fans. You give us the best fights. She said, I'm gonna be in Houston too. I need the dates for that one. It's the fight is February the 26th. It's February 26th. I think I'm gonna touch down either the 23rd or the 24th. I'll probably drive, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably drive to that one because I want to swing through Waynesboro. So I'll probably drive and I'll probably stop and spend a couple of days in Waynesboro with my family. I want to go look at some land down there actually. So I'll probably slide through Waynesboro and then going down there. Wookie Wook said, damn, that's the day before my B-Day. Hey man, go celebrate your B-Day in Houston. I don't know. You feel me? Main Boxing Barker said, I refuse to go to a Charlo fight. Mel Charlo and his wife, he argued with me on my post on IG and called me a broke fan. They called you a broke fan. You keep your broke dollars. Definitely keep your broke dollars. So y'all trying to change my man, bro. Y'all trying to change my man. Like I told y'all, I'm gonna go to Houston. I'll go to Houston. We do I'll do an event with the family or whatever the case may be, and shit, we'll sit down and watch the fight on TV. You understand what I'm saying? On Soul Player. But anyway, yeah. But that is the best fight to be made at the 154-pound division. These is the best fights. Queen said he wants to, yeah, we can't support the fight. We'll watch it for free on Fire Stick at the Airbnb. So listen to this. Listen to how foolish we are. Listen to how foolish we are. We gonna get together. We gonna get together. Sweet T said that's why I can't even do it. Ratchet since 91 said I hope Charlo get beat the fuck up. Damn. This is how stupid we are, right? I'm gonna get in my vehicle, drive to Houston, where the fight is. My hotel is right next door to the fight. You understand what I'm saying? Be down there in the atmosphere, in the environment. You feel me? In the environment. And go watch the fight on TV. go watch the fight on TV with the family. You understand what I'm saying? With 503 Lion, with Queen 71, with Stay Ready Boxing TV. We're gonna get legendary Talkcast to pop out. You feel me? We're gonna be in Houston. We're gonna get together and watch the fight in Houston. Fuck it. Yeah. Type shit. Like, man, that's the type shit I'm on. Go to all the free fight shit, all of the free fight shit. We go to the weigh-in, go to the press conference. We go to all the free fight shit, and then don't even go to the damn fight because he don't want our money. You feel me? Because we broke ass fans. So we're gonna go do what broke fans do and then spend all that money to get there, and we're gonna go do what broke fans do. Fuck it. That's how stupid we are. You understand? And that is why, let me put this shit back up. And that is essentially why I and us collectively, when you get a whole bunch of eyes, now you have we are the business of boxing. I am the business of boxing, bro. I am the business. We just talked about coming together and going and flying and ascending on a city where the fight is and not even going to the motherfucking fight. Go do our own thing for the fight. And cut the whole shit out. No ribs, no rice, no champagne. You don't eat nothing because you don't respect our dollar. You feel me? You don't respect our dollar. So we're going to go and have events down there for us. We're going to go do our own thing down there in the city, and we're going to do everything but go to the motherfucking fight. You get nothing. No ribs, no rice, no champagne. You don't eat nothing because you don't respect us. We're going to spend money to go be with each other. You feel me? Yeah. So that shit is what it is, man. At the end of the day, you give us the you give us the shit we want, man. Respect the fight fans, respect their dollars, and they don't owe you nothing. Like the fight, like we don't owe you nothing just because you go and fight. Like we don't owe you nothing. You understand what I'm saying? You are, once again, and we're gonna go back to the whole premise of business. You are a business. I am a customer. You have a product. You put your product together and you present the best product you possibly can. And you present it to me in the best possible way that you can in hope that I'll exchange my money or my resources or whatever that is of monetary value for your said product. That's business. That's what it is. I am the business of boxing. I'm the customer. Your whole goal and whole objective is to get my money and or whatever I have of monetary value in exchange for your event. Period. Get out of there. Get out of there. Make Red said, I'm gonna spend a little bit. I gotta see these ladies. Man, you better bring your ass to Georgia. It'll be another fight in Georgia. It'll be another fight in Georgia this year. Please believe that. Bring your ass to Georgia. Bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. So anyway, that's what it is, man. My brother Shawnee said, I need to order one of them shirts, bro. Shawnee on the track. Now I got you. I'll hit you up, Shawnee. I got you. Look, Queen 71 said, I'm checking my Airbnbs right now. There was a couple downtown right by the, what's the name? Get one of them because we're gonna be downtown. I'm gonna be downtown. We're gonna be downtown. You feel, but anyway, Tay Brown, what's up with it, beautiful? But anyway, man, so that's that, man. I don't really have no whole bunch a conversation about that. Before we get out of here, man, I just will be remiss if I didn't once again Man, I want y'all to be encouraged, man, during this time. I know this is a trying time for a lot of us. You know, we have loved ones that have transcended, you know what I'm saying, to be with the ancestors. With this season being the you know, family season, a lot of us, man, our families aren't whole anymore. You understand what I'm saying? And you feel some kind of way. It's okay to feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's natural to feel that. It's okay to feel that. Like don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad about feeling that, and don't try to hide from feeling that. Well, I don't try to hide from feeling that. I allow myself to feel that, and then I allow that um to fuel me into being the best person that I can, and to being intentional with making this shit magical for the people that look for it to be magical. You know, the children look for this shit to be magical. Um, you know, my wife, it's a beautiful time of season, you know, to have a family and your extended family, and to reach out and touch, you know, touch base with folks and make sure everybody's all right. And if they ain't all right, doing what you can to help them get all right, and so on and so forth. So um but in the midst of all that, man, be intentional with taking care of yourself. Be intentional with taking care of yourself. Be intentional with you know, paying attention to really truly what matters. And um you know, plug in with yourself, man. Cat Williams did a bit. He talked about your star player, being in tune with your star player. You feel me? With you, be in tune with yourself, man. Like really truly be in tune with yourself. And when you feel those things, and you ain't all right, like it's okay to not be all right, but it ain't okay to stay that way. Like it's okay, it's all right to not be all right, but it ain't cool to stay that way. So do the things that you need to do, you know, for yourself. And you know, this world, man, this shit drives you. It's we in some crazy times right now, bro. This world is, this shit is crazy. But you ain't got to give way to the craziness. You feel me? You ain't got to give way to the craziness. I done did this shit. If y'all didn't know, those of y'all that follow me on social media, if you ain't noticed, like I unplugged. I built my own social media site, and I'm over there, but I'm unplugged, man. I'll come in and do a post or two, you know, whatever, and cut a couple corners, but I'm really truly unplugged. People who know me personally, like as far as Facebook and all of that kind of shit, when you look at my Facebook, you see postings about this, about the Punch Junkie, or about the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, or the Black Exchange Network, or something, like one of my businesses. Um, okay, Queen 71. We safe travels. But it's okay to unplug from that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay to unplug from that stuff. You know, a lot of y'all are in this space. A lot of us are in this space where, you know, we trying to keep up with people on social media, and we trying to stay plugged in, and you looking at people, and you looking at what people accomplish, and so on and so forth. You got to realize on social media, people just posting their highlights, man. Like you are comparing your real life to somebody's highlight reel. And I say your real life because you with yourself every day. You know what you're dealing with in real life. You feel me? Like, you know, you got that job with that nice office and shit, but you know what you get paid. You understand what I'm saying? You got a homie or you know, somebody that's posting that, you know, that job, and you know, that corner office, and all the glass and the pencils is sharpened and all that kind of shit, and you look at them like, damn, they doing some big boy shit. Yeah, but you don't know what they get paid. You feel me? You are really truly okay, Tay Tay Brown, have a good day, Queen, be safe. You are comparing your real life to somebody's highlight reel. You understand what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers is traveling, and hey man, we over across the globe, and you comparing your real life to that, but you don't know what you don't know what them bank accounts hidden for. You don't know what that pockets is hidden for. Like, you don't, like, stop comparing your real life to that shit. Worry about yourself, man. Keep your eyes on your own paper. Keep your eyes on your own life. Keep your eyes on your own shit that you got going on. You feel me? Stop getting drug into that bullshit on social media. Stop it, man. Like, stop it. You feel me? All of it, all the negative facets of social media, man. Stop. I'm so sick of seeing people down and out over the shit they got on social media. I'm sick of people arguing and shit with trolls. Why you think I built out of social media? I told y'all, no trolls, nigga. No bullshit, no trolls. Like, ain't no trolls over there. You know why? Because you got to come in there and you got to tell me who you really are. Yeah, you got to tell me who you really are. I got to know who you really are. And you got to pay and you pay and it's a fee. You got to pay $1 a month. Like it's really truly like, yeah, we're gonna get the trolls out of there. Ain't no trolls. Ain't no use of your information. Ain't no taking your information and doing no bullshit with it and selling your shit to Google. And we ain't doing none of that, man. I'm off. I'm over social media. You feel me? We use it for what it's for, and then we move on. But stop comparing your real life to that shit, man. And at the end of the day, like you just figure out your own reasons, your own reasons for being grateful, your own reasons for happiness. You figure that shit out and then you move forward. But get up off of that bullshit, man. I'm like, man, I'm off of it, dog. I'm really truly off of it. I'm over it. I'm over the whole shit. I'm over the whole shit, man. You can't look at nobody's highlight reels and compare that to your real life and then wonder why you coming up short. You know what I mean? And people are, like a lot of people are weirded out, in my real life, right? People be weirded out because I don't post my wife. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't post my wife. And they weirded out by that. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm weirded out by your bitch ass wanting to see my wife on social media. You feel me? I'm weirded out that you want to see me posting my marriage and my relationship with my wife. I'm weirded out by you want to see that shit on social media. I'm weirded out by that. You feel me? I post pictures of my babies and shit because they little. I don't post pictures of my big baby because she's grown and she's moving her way through this world. You understand what I'm saying? I'm weird, but my babies, my babies is always with me. They directly literally under my reach. You feel me? And they smile, and the way they look now is not how they gonna look when it's over and done with. You feel me? So you'll see like little pictures of us and us interacting and doing what it is that we do. But I don't post my real life on that shit. It's a very, very weird place. Very, very peculiar. I'm weird with all this shit though. So I say all that to say that I'm worry about yourself, but stop taking this shit so serious and be intentional with the shit that you consuming. And that stuff that you consuming on social media, it ain't real. You know what's real? The shit that's real is what Omega do. What you put your hands to. You feel me? What my brother Demai the plant-based pugilist do. What you put your hands to. That's what's real. What Tay Brown does. You understand what I'm saying? What we do on a daily basis, what you really truly build and what you put your hands to, that's what's real. You feel me? My brother Shawnee on the tracks, My Soul to Keep. You feel me? He make me, that's real. He make music from his soul. You feel me? Motherfucker put his soul into his shit. That's what's real. Rest of this shit, man, that shit ain't real. Concentrate on yourself, man, and what you got going on and what you actually building, because everybody should be building something. You understand what I'm saying? Omega Red said, he said, my real life is bullshit. I mean, I deal with bulls and they shit. Yeah, bullshit, literally. You feel me? Bullshit, cow shit, goat shit. That's all day, every day. Told you, bro. Omega, I got to looking at that land, bro. I got my eye on 63 acres down there in Waynesboro, bro. I got my eyes on. It's a whole lot of land, whole lot of roughage though, and it's water and swamp and shit over there. So I'm a little skeptical, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I know it ain't no telling what's, some fucking water moccasins, probably some fuck around, be some damn. I know it's yotes and deer and probably wolves. Fuck around and be a bear or some shit back there. I got to get in there and see what's back there. You understand what I'm saying? But I got to get mine, man. Whole lot of Choctaw shit. I got to get my land down here. Whole lot of Choctaw shit. So I'm gonna be coming with you. I'm gonna get you because I'm gonna need my I need my damn livestock, bro. I'm gonna need my livestock. I need my goats. You feel me? I need my goats. I'm gonna have me some goats. Shawnee, I'm gonna have some goats and some fucking alpacas. You understand what I'm saying? Some cattle out this bitch. Give me a couple horses. Main Boxing Biker said, what's real is the amount of tax Uncle Sam be hitting my check with after all this overtime. Yeah, that overtime. It's a fine line in there. It's a fine space in there. But you got to get to what's real, Main Boxing Biker. What's real is your ass got to establish that LLC if you haven't, and you got to get all that shit and write all that shit back, write that shit off so you can get your money back. That's what's real. Is that LLC and the amount that you spend on it and offset them taxes that Uncle Sam be hitting you for. That's what's real. Rasul Ali said, this is the only social media I do, Junior. I got off IG last year. Too much fakeness, fam. That's a fact, bro. That shit don't even. It be. I don't know. It's just weird to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm weirded out by that shit. My soda keep said with no shoes on all day, every day. Said he gonna wear overalls with a straw hat and no shoes on. Yeah, because you wear boots and you take your boot. You work all day to take your boots off. You feel me? Main boxing biker said, he said, man, I work for Uncle Sam directly, federal government. Yeah, I know. Well, I know, I knew that. Yeah, my wife works for Uncle Sam too, and we file our taxes. We file our taxes jointly. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that LLC found. That LLC, you offset a whole bunch of that shit to get your money back. You feel me? You got to work it, but you do your money back, and then also you got to do some giving. You know what I'm saying? Do you some giving. Do you some giving. Love is the word. Say IG is not real. It's all filters. Yeah. And we are, and since we all are in agreement that it's not real, and social media is not real. Social media is a microcosm, it's just a place where people post their highlights, is what they want you to see. It's what they want you to see. Right? It's what, yeah, man, boxer biker. Yeah. You get the LLC, but then do some giving too. Like you do your your yearly giving. Like give. Get you an organization to give to it. You understand what I'm saying? Do it throughout the year. Like, if you can afford to do something like $100 a month, like you'll be surprised at how that accumulates and how that helps offset. How that helps offset. You know what I mean? And then you get that money back. But anyway, salute my brother, kind of local sports. But that's it though, man. I just really truly, this season I'm gonna be more intentional with plugging in with y'all and making sure that everybody's good, man. You feel me? Making sure everybody good. You know what I mean? Omega Red said, I sold the wood off the land to pay for the fencing. I know the country hustle too, not just baking soda, bro. This motherfucker hell, bro. This motherfucker hell. 503 Line said, that's why I haven't been on my regular Facebook and IG trying to build the brand with Smoke City and my platforms. That's a fact. And when you plug into that, bro, it ain't nothing else. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a regular my regular IG. I ain't posted on my regular IG and I don't know how long. My regular IG is, what is it? I'm a King 55. I'm a King 55. And I ain't posted on that motherfucker in 10 years. Probably. I ain't posted on that motherfucker in a long time. I'm gonna log in there to see. Let me see. Let me look at it right now and see. Well, I'll look at it after the show. Sari 357 said, I don't do holiday, but I feel you. Mm-hmm. Gotta stay in touch with yourself, man. Make sure everything for real. And then, like I said, even beyond the holidays, moving forward, because social media people have become fixated, with social media, and it's a part of everybody's life. You got to unplug from that shit. Read a book. When the last time y'all read a motherfucking book? Like, read a book. I've been promising y'all a book club book, and I ain't never did it. We're going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, get a book, man. Get your book and read. Like, goodness gracious. But anyway, man, let me get out of here, man. I'm going to get out the way. Plus, I got to get some shit in before the stocks jump off. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a show or not tomorrow. I'm gonna let y'all know. And then we're gonna, you know what I mean, because I gotta go off the grid for a little bit, man. I gotta get some shit done. So I gotta literally go in grind mode and I gotta go off the grid. So I'm gonna touch base with y'all. But anyway, thank y'all so much, man. I really truly genuinely appreciate y'all. I'll make it red. Indian ass said, I do holidays. I'm not missing those dinners. You know what I'm saying? I ain't missing that family time. I ain't missing that family time. She said a book, game night, anything else. You know what I mean? Yes, ma'am. Hey, man, thank y'all so much. Really, truly, genuinely appreciate it. You have absolutely no idea, man. This is Junior the Truth. I'm going to remind y'all to view your life like a pair of dice. Until you hold on, man. I ain't salute to our sponsors, the Hemp School, www.hempschool.com, Big Mama Sauce, www.bigmamasauce.com. Salute to everybody that supports the Black Gentleman Grooming Company, www.theblackgent.com, or the Black Gentleman Grooming Company mobile app. You still got a few days to get your orders in if you want your stuff before Christmas. Salute to everybody that shows support over there. Salute to the entire team, everybody over there in the shop, the street team, brand ambassadors, my IT team. Thank y'all so much. Hey, man, it's Junior the Truth signing off and reminding you to view your life like a pair of dice until your life looks like a pair of dice. Damn. View your life as a pair of dice until your life looks like a pair of dice. I'm a highborn player made. If you don't know anything else about me at the end of the day, I got to keep pushing, baby.
Oh, no, you didn't. Wait a minute. No, you didn't. Hey, Jay! Hey! Jay! 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 Come back here! Jay! Fool ass bitch, man. Jay! Give me my money! Jay! Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfucker!